Hi everybody, Bearded Rogue here, and today I want to talk to you about a game called Trash Pandas. Trash Pandas is a small card and dice pressure luck game from Michael and Lisa Eskew. Michael Eskew, you may have heard of before. He's the designer behind Council of Verona and Dark Rock Ventures. This is a new game from their company, Red Rook Games. As a full disclosure, I was given a prototype copy to play for this review, but I just wanted everybody to know that ahead of time. So, Trash Pandas, as I said, is a card and dice pressure luck game. So there are 54 cards, one six-sided die, and then a few tokens that correspond to the faces of the die. So the way the game works is you take this die at the beginning of your turn and you roll it. And each time you roll it, you'll get one of the various 6 faces on the die. And each one has a different special ability. So like this trash can here, for those who don't know what a trash panda is, a trash panda is an internet meme name for a raccoon. So you're all raccoons who are digging through garbage for food and other goodies to stash away as points for the end of the game. But each die, so this would these trash cans here let you draw cards. The trees let you stash. This one lets you either draw one or stash one. This right here lets you steal from other people. This one right here lets you reveal the top card of the deck, and then everybody else can stash one of those, and if they do, you get to draw for each one that they stash. And then this one lets you select one of the other faces of the die that you didn't roll yet. So you'll roll this at the beginning of your turn. First time you roll it, no problem, you get what you want. You get whatever you roll. Then you have a choice. You can either roll it again, or you can stop and activate the tokens to have them do what they do. If you ever roll the same face twice, like say I had a bandit mask and I'd already collected a bandit token, if I roll the bandit mask again, then my turn's over. I get to draw a card from the deck as a concession, but that's all I get to do. So every roll increases your odds that you're going to bust. Most people don't push it past 3. Because it's roughly 50% of the die, a 6-sided die, which means that it's a pressure luck game that really has easier to calculate odds than a lot of pressure luck games. I think it would be really appealing to children, because understanding that 3 faces on a 6-sided die is already pretty good, and that there's a good chance you're going to re-roll those, is a pretty simple way of managing your luck pressing. If you do manage to get all 6, you actually get to take an extra half turn where you can get up to 3 tokens. But how do you mitigate that? So I said it's a card and dice game. That's one die. It's technically a card and die game, but the one die in the game is this one. Then there are all these cards, and most of the cards are types of food. So Yum Yum, chocolate, Nanners, Blammo, which is like an energy drink, pie, everybody loves pizza, fish, and then there are a few things that aren't food, the shiny, the kitty, and Fido. And each one of these cards has a couple of pieces of information on it. So it has its little artwork, and I don't think this is final artwork. I'm pretty sure that Kwan Chai Mariah is doing the artwork for this and is going to probably be redoing a lot of the artwork you see here. But this basically means how many of them are in the deck. This is a special ability. You can actually discard this card to use. And then this down here tells you how much it's worth at the end of the game when it's stashed. So whoever has the most will get the gold trophy, second most, third most, etc. So all of them work similarly. The Blammo is different in that it's just 1 point per Blammo can. But all the different food objects work like that. And they do various things. Like, for example, the Blammo will let you re-roll your die. So if you roll the die and you hit one of the faces that you've already rolled, you can spend a Blammo to re-roll it and continue your turn. The Nanners let you ignore your last roll. So you can play the Nanners and go, nope, that didn't happen. You don't get to roll again, but you at least get to keep whatever it is you've actually done this turn prior to your mistake. So you can kind of press your luck a bit. And as you can see, there are 11 of them. So pretty decent. And then the Yum Yum. lets you force another player to continue rolling, so they have to take another roll on their turn. The pie lets you use one of your die results twice. Normally, you can only get each die result once a turn. And the fiche lets you take a card from the discard pile. And the other three cards, the shiny lets you steal a stashed card from another player. You have to put it in your hand, so you still have to use an action to stash it, or it's worth points at the end of the game if you can get the majority. There are only three, so if you can get two of them, it's guaranteed points. The kitty here, who is lets you steal from other players if they try to steal from you. Fido, who lets you protect yourself, or will actually let you draw a card per token that you've got on your turn. Really cool card. But all of these cards you'll acquire through die results. You'll draw cards with the trash cans. You'll stash them as points with the trees. You'll steal them from other players with the claws. All that stuff will be happening every turn. And you'll be using the cards for their special abilities or for points. And there's a very interesting decision in the game, If I have the majority of nanners, then I'm going to get 7 points. That's really a lot of points in this game. But there are 11 of them, and they can keep me from busting, which could potentially make my score better than if I use them as points. Or how many do I use as points? If I have 3 or 4 of these in a 4-player game, should I just start using them to get points and try to raise my majority? There is a little bit of luck with the die, but it's a pressure luck game. It's mitigated luck. The cards help you manage it. When you stop your turn helps you manage it. And it really plays very well. This is a game, I've played this 2-player, 3-player, and 4-player, and I played it with serious gamers. I played it with more casual gamers. I didn't get a chance to play it with any kids, but I think it would be really good for kids, especially since the abilities are really easy to explain and there's a lot of the same abilities over and over again. So after one play, even a kid who couldn't read could probably understand how to play the game. So it's a pressure luck game. It's a small little filler game. It's not going to take you long to play. And it's surprisingly been a hit with everybody I've played it with. Like, nobody's gone out and said this is the most amazing game of all time, but everybody I've played it with went, that's a solid little filler game. I would play that again. And that's what you're really looking for in a filler game. There were even people who wanted to play it more than once in a row. We just got done playing it, and they're like, hey, can we play that again? I want to, try that. I have a different idea of how I want to use the cards. And so any small game like this with such a small footprint and a easy to carry, like it's basically a deck of cards plus a die and some tokens. You could bring this with you anywhere, and it's not going to be difficult for people to understand how you play. If you take the first turn of the game, everybody else is just going to get it from there. But yeah, I was really excited that my gamer friends really liked it. And I think the overall quote of the evening is that this is a game that really knows what it wants to be. It's light on theme, the title matches it, the artwork is going to match it, the gameplay matches it. It's a light game in every sense of the word. And it just ends up being really satisfying because there's no disconnects anywhere. Like, it doesn't want to be a bigger game than it is. It's exactly right where it is. It's happy being a small filler game with some pressure luck and card management elements. And it's a really well-tuned package. I can tell that they put a lot of effort into this and playtesting it over time. And I'm really happy to have this copy. However, it is on Indiegogo right now, and they are looking to fund to print a more professional version with, as I said, Kwanchai Mariah artwork. Kwanchai does amazing art, and the images that I've seen of his work on this is no exception. So I'm going to be backing that on Indiegogo. It'll be the first Indiegogo project I've ever backed. And I highly recommend this one. If you have kids, if you play with casual gamers, if even, if you just are play with a whole bunch of more hardcore gamers, but you need a good filler card game to play between your more meatier games, I highly recommend this one. It's fun, it's quick, it's easy to carry and portable. You could just stuff it in a bag and bring it with you anywhere. And that's Trash Pandas, again from Red Rook Games, Michael Eskew and Lisa Eskew design, on Indiegogo now. And that's it for me today. Bearded Rogue signing out.